how did you end up meeting the defendant?
So the same thing, I was on care.com around June 26th, 27th. I found McNilly. I messaged her and she messaged me back. We met in person the following day and I started on the 1st of July.
Did you establish what the rate was going to be for you?
Yes, $21 an hour.
So $21 an hour,
yes.
$22 an hour?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. McNeely, is that sort of how all of this happened? You had an application out?
Yes, that's how it all happened. I wasn't really for sure who I wanted to keep my daughter at the time.
Okay.
I was just going from people to people, and they happened to be one of the two. They were not the main people that I was choosing because I wouldn't rather for a female to keep my daughter than a male.
Okay, how old is your daughter?
She's 11.
So at some point, you did hire both of them, correct?
Yes. They were the only two that were males that was watching her.
That you felt comfortable with?
I really didn't feel comfortable, but because...
That's not true. Why would you hire them then?
The reason why I hired them is because they was the only two at the time that I was able to get.
To watch your daughter who you don't fully trust, your 11-year-old daughter. That doesn't make sense. I'm not a mom, and I understand that.
Right. The other people that I picked wasn't available to watch her on them days that I needed.
So out of desperation, you hired two individuals you didn't fully trust around your daughter.
Right.
What was the agreement in terms of, like, how many hours, days?
The hours varied because my hours for me working varied as well, so I couldn't give them, like, a set hour, but I had hours that was set for, like, probably Monday or Tuesday from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to, like, 10 o'clock at night. Those are just for instance.
How did you calculate these hours? How did you keep track of the hours that were worked?
Oh, because I had an app that I used on my computer.
What app?
It's called Connect Team.
Do you have that in evidence?
Yes, ma'am. That would be page 3 and 4.
Am I reading this right? Because this is a little confusing. 9 hours total for July 1st?
Yes.
And then July 8th was for 8 hours?
Yes.
And July 2nd, 8 hours?
Yes.
And you agreed to $21 an hour from Mr. Noble?
They never gave me an agreement. I asked them, and they never told me what they wanted me to pay them.
It's in text messages, ma'am.
Yeah, text messages.
How much were you trying to pay them then, if there was no agreement?
My pay rate was $18 or $20.
But when they asked you to, hey, where's my payment of X amount of dollars, you said it's coming. So that was you agreeing to that amount that they were requesting.
See, the agreement was way lower than what they were actually telling me that they...
Why didn't you have that in writing? Since you're the one that's doing the hiring, why were you not clear on how much you were going to pay them an hour?
Because I didn't believe that they was going to actually bring me to court.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? I'm talking about when you first hired them, was this not a conversation that you memorialized in writing in some way? You're doing the hiring. So when you're having these conversations, you're meeting them, and you're saying, these are the days I want you to watch my daughter. Here's how much I'm going to pay you. Did you not have that conversation?
No.
Why?
Because I wasn't planning on hiring them. I just had
But you did.
I know I did. But then
you had no plans to pay them.
Yeah, I was going to plan, but the amount that they said that I owed them was not the amount.
What was their job description other than watching your daughter?
That's it, just watching her.
They weren't going to run errands for you?
No, they weren't running errands.
Why did you ask them to go pick up chips and stuff for you?
I asked them because I was out at work at the time.
And they also drove you to work?
Yes.
That's not part of their description?
No, it's not.
This is what I believe, because this really irritated me. You got two college students who are just trying to do good in life. They're trying to do things. They're trying to pay tuition. They want to go abroad. They do what you ask them to do and go above and beyond, honestly. And you had no intention of paying them. That's what I saw in the text messages. I was really frustrated for them. You were telling them you had attitude.
No, I didn't have
attitude.
attitude.
You did. Oh, yes, you did.
I guess it's the way it came out, but I had no attitude.
You said that they threatened you. How'd they threaten you?
They was going to... told me they was going to call the state on me and the laws on me.
How so? In text messages?
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's
point the threatening text messages out to me.
They're all on page 9.
Page 9. Okay, what is the threatening message? Tell me, read it.
Okay, it says, it has been now a week. How's your payment registered? And I told him, no, my payment has not registered. It shouldn't take more than 5 business days to go through. And then from that point on, it went from page 9 to page 10.
I didn't hear the threats on page 9.
I mean, it might not have been in this one, but they did. They kept threatening me.
So you don't have the text messages where they were threatening you?
No, not on here.
Okay, so the only thing that they threatened you by was court. That's it.